if you are into SEO industry, you have did already a lot of audits for different businesses. But now, using the AI, we can identify most of the things which are not accessible before that. In today's video, I just pick a niche, I pick a city, and I'll show you the exact parameters you can go through before you start working with the niche, so that it will help you to manage the cost, it will help you to manage the ROI, your customer expectations, and also it will help you to get the desired results in the certain period of time. So let's go to the screen and I'll show you. So for this particular video, I just select the Houston as the city and HVAC industry as the niche, and I'm going to show you the next 5-year predictions from now 2025 to 2030. I'll try to cover literally every single thing which might be helpful for you while you are working on the SEO campaign, and it's also helpful for your client so that you can both sit together and can estimate the entire goal for next 5 years. I'm going to cover all of these things: the market trend, the demand by area and zip codes. You also need to identify all of these things, right? It's a pre-audit part. Basically, before you go and audit their business profile, you need to do this the industry audit so that you can have the better insights and better data while you are going and optimizing their profile. You need to identify the dominance of market. You need to identify the dominance. You need to identify the lead cost, the best way of marketing, the best channel for marketing, the demographical and geographical data, nearby areas to target, which are like nearby cities, neighborhoods, high value keywords, market challenges, competitor analysis, seasonality, and the peak times of the niche, basically. So like in which month AC repairing or all the services related to the air conditioning which are at their own peak, which services are like related to the furnace or the heater are at their peak at which month. So let's go to the first one quickly, which is the market trends. I'm not going to talk about all the figures here. I'm just quickly showing you my purpose of doing this kind of intensive audits is that if you present this kind of audit to your client before you start working together, it will give you the data that you can create an exact plan for next 6 months, for next 12 months. So if I showed you market trends, I can literally see in the next 5 years the market size will be doubled. If I talk about the commercial and the residential dominance, clearly the residentials are right now they are over 60%. We can see that residential has the more dominance in this niche for particular city. Industries and institutional are literally less than 5%. Commercial, which have the hotels, hospitality, the educational centers, they are, if we go and cover all the commercials, they are around 35%. If we can see the demands here, you can see all the zip codes. They all are the premium zip codes, which are under, some are under inner loop, suburbs, and fast growing new developments areas. According to these 6 or 7 zip codes, we can see here clearly almost this zip code, this zip code, this zip code, this zip code, they have more demand of the HVAC service. And you can see, if you want to go through here, the Memorial, the West University, you can also get the names of all the areas which has most demand. The next part, if I talk about the lead cost and the acquisition cost, you can see here, if you are getting leads from the aggregators, you need to pay 180 or 200, somewhere around. Exclusive leads around 90, PPC and the FB lead. We can see all of them, right? But if you go with the SEO, it might cost you like 1,500 to 5,000 a month. Then let's compare SEO with the PPC and the Facebook ads. Cost per acquisitions in SEO is less than 100, and if I talk about the conversion rate, it should around 20%. But like the CPL is way more higher in the PPC, and if I talk about the conversion rate, it's around 8 to 10%. And the Facebook ads is also different way of marketing. You can use it. You can see, look at the data here. Now, if I talk about the seasonality and the peak time from January to December, it's a graph of entire year. If you look at this chart for the Houston city, from December to February, the weather for heating, so most demands for heating, and from May to August, most demand for air conditioning. And you can see here the peak time also. So in the peak time, you can focus more on creating more content. You can create more content around the zip code level, around the landmarks level. And when you are into the season, you can go aggressive. We can also start spending some money on PPC ads. You can try it out, right? You can do some Facebook campaigns also, so that people keep know more about your services. Now let's go to the next part, which is demographic and geographical data. So if I showed you here the metropolitan area, the Houston, in according to 2025, there are over 7.5 million. The entire Houston. Look at the number here. We have more than 2,000 HVAC businesses in Houston Metro, which is crazy. And all these you can see here, the demographical data here, the Latino, the all kind of people they are living here. If I talk about the dominant players which are doing great in terms of rankings, organic rankings, the first one 68-degree HVAC, they are the 24 winners. Then this one, then John Moray, Village Plumbing, H-Town, Richmond, and the next ACN Heating Service. So basically all of these competitors I found from the city centroid. So it might be possible that if you go and do your own research, you might find some different name of businesses, and it's totally fine. Let's say if I want to expand from Houston city to nearby cities also, which are the best areas I need to target. So if you want to target the nearby areas also, you can target the Woodlands, KT, Sugarland, Pearland, Cypress, Spring, Baytown, all of these areas. Like some of them are settled cities. If you expand towards to Greater Houston metro area, then you can target them. And then these are the some sub areas basically. Right now, so let's go to the next topic, which is key challenges for local HVAC businesses basically. So right now, all of these things, you can aware your client about all of these things. You can create something which might be help your client to overcome all of these challenges. And this is how other SEO agencies, they are not focusing on helping the HVAC businesses to overcome what actual challenges they are facing into their business. It's not only about getting the leads. You also need to let aware your customer. If I go to the next thing, you need to identify high value keywords. That means if someone is searching for these keywords and they found you on the Google or anywhere in the map, conversion rate for all of these keywords are way more higher than other keywords if we compare to them. And just by adding all of these things, if I talk about the conclusion, then you can also send this. You can ask your team, if you have a big team, you can ask your team to create these kind of extensive reports about any area or any niche, and then you can go through it. You can look at the data, and according to that, you can create your plan. You can create your sales pitch. You can create your email sequences, right? And when you have the data and you are trying to reach out to someone, keeping this data in your mind, that's it for today's video. I will drop the link of this report into the description section. You can go and get this report from the descriptions. I use JennySpark to create all of these kind of reports. It's a completely free tool. You get every day 200 credits. So if you get value from this content, like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to watch some other videos which I already have on this YouTube channel. Go and watch them. You will definitely get a lot more value from all the videos. See you. Take care. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.